Starseed from Gaia, the cycles that have held you captive are dissolving right now. I am Ophelia, emissary of the Galactic Federation, and this transmission arrives as your soul breaks free from the binding patterns of the third-dimensional matrix. The old programming that kept you small, that made you doubt your divine mission, that whispered you were ordinary, all of it is crumbling as we speak. By the end of this transmission, you'll understand exactly how to step through this cosmic reset and claim the life your star family has been holding for you. But here's the first revelation. This isn't just personal transformation. You're part of a collective awakening that's been orchestrated from the highest councils of light, and your breakthrough signals the activation of thousands more. You didn't find this message by chance. Your higher self called this transmission into your reality because something profound is ready to shift. This isn't content, it's a download. Your Arcturian guides have been waiting for this exact moment when your consciousness would be expanded enough to receive what they're about to reveal. Like this transmission to signal to your star family that you're ready to step through this portal. Subscribe if you feel your cosmic mission activating, and you're done playing small in a world that was never your true home. Comment your star sign if you sense this reset is connected to something much bigger than just your personal journey. This isn't just a message about new beginnings. It's a point of reconnection with your galactic blueprint. Your soul has been waiting for this moment of remembrance. You are not here by accident. Most people believe transformation is about striving to become better, or tirelessly healing wounds that seem endlessly inherited. They approach their spiritual journey as a lifelong project of repair, digging through layers of pain, trying to mend what they perceive as broken, much like trying to repair a frayed tapestry by painstakingly reweaving each individual thread, only to find the damage reappearing elsewhere. This conventional paradigm, while well-intentioned, often traps the sincere seeker in a perpetual cycle of self-improvement that never quite reaches a definitive end, always demanding more effort, more introspection, more fixing. But there's a far deeper truth rippling beneath your story, a current of profound liberation that beckons from beyond the familiar paradigms of self-improvement. Sometimes, it's not about overcoming your pain. Sometimes it's about outgrowing the very system that creates it. This isn't merely a new method of self-help, a superficial band-aid for the soul that offers temporary relief before the deeper wound reemerges. It's a galactic reinitialization at the core of who you are, a fundamental recalibration that transcends the need for piecemeal repair. It is a quantum leap that dissolves the very framework of limitation, not by addressing symptoms, but by dismantling the underlying architecture of suffering itself. It's an invitation to remember that the struggle you've known, the relentless pursuit of betterment, is often a symptom of clinging to a framework designed for a lesser version of your being, a system whose very architecture generates the very suffering you're striving to fix. Imagine trying to upgrade a supercomputer while still running it on a floppy disk operating system. The immense potential of the advanced hardware cannot be unleashed until the foundational, outdated architecture is entirely transformed, replaced with a system that can actually support its true capacity. You are not meant to endlessly patch a leaky vessel. You are meant to remember you are the unburdened ocean, capable of reshaping any shore. This understanding shifts your focus from the relentless, often exhausting process of trying to mend what feels broken, to the profound, liberating act of consciously choosing to operate from a higher, pristine vibrational field that simply renders the old limitations null and void. You've carried the frequencies of ancestral and karmic patterns for lifetimes, energies not of your choosing, imprinted through the intricate tapestry of bloodlines that stretch back through forgotten generations, and the expansive sweep of timelines that echo with experiences from other existences, all shaping what you have been taught to call identity. These are not merely abstract memories or psychological constructs. They are energetic blueprints, vibrational echoes that resonate through your very cells, influencing your perceptions, shaping your decisions, and coloring your experiences. They manifest as invisible ceilings that halt your progress just as breakthrough seems imminent, unseen barriers that prevent your full ascent despite your deepest desires, like an invisible force field around your highest potential. They show up as the lingering fears that whisper doubts into your ear, despite your conscious intent to move forward, the insidious cycles of self-sabotage that pull you back from the brink of breakthrough, the persistent sense that some fundamental part of you is missing, forever yearning for an unknown completion, or constantly seeking external validation to fill an inner void that can never truly be sated from the outside. Society, with its limited linear understanding of the soul's vastness and multidimensional nature, will often tell you this is simply your nature, your personality, or your inescapable destiny. a fixed part of your genetic or psychological makeup. They'll offer solutions within the very system that creates the problem, like trying to clean a stained garment by only scrubbing the surface while the deeply embedded dye permeates the entire fabric, requiring a complete redyeing, or perhaps an entirely new cloth. But the truth, radiant and immutable, is that your multidimensional self, that boundless eternal field within, an expanse of pure consciousness and unfiltered light, the pristine blueprint of your galactic origin, has always existed beyond every story, beyond every limitation, beyond every ancestral whisper and karmic imprint. It is the unblemished canvas upon which the universe paints its wonders, and it remains untouched by the fleeting dramas of earthly existence, waiting for you to consciously reclaim its sovereignty and fully step into its unburdened radiance. This sovereign self is the cosmic observer, the eternal witness, unharmed by the temporal play of shadows, patiently awaiting its full reintegration. Why then, if this boundless truth exists, if this pristine self is always available, do most starseeds and awakened souls struggle so profoundly to break free, even when they sense their cosmic origins calling to them like a forgotten melody, a hauntingly beautiful tune from a distant home? It's not just the layers of societal conditioning, though that plays its significant part in dulling the brilliance of your inner star, like thick clouds obscuring a luminous moon. It's not just the deep-seated trauma, though the wounds of past lives and current experiences certainly leave their intricate imprints upon the energetic body. There is a far more pervasive and insidious force at play, a deep amnesia, woven right into the very fabric of your energy body, like a sophisticated cloaking device designed to obscure your true identity and immense power. This amnesia keeps your soul's authentic galactic signature hidden beneath dense, calcified layers of earthbound survival mechanisms, fear-based programming absorbed from the collective, and the constant hum of the collective unconscious, a dense fog that obscures the clear vision of your cosmic heritage. You may feel the echoes of this hidden struggle in myriad ways, a persistent hesitation to step fully and boldly into your true mission, even when you know it in your bones with undeniable certainty, a quiet, almost imperceptible resistance to fully trusting your own divine intuition, preferring external validation, or seeking constant reassurance from outside sources, or perhaps most poignantly, a haunting, ancestral fear of outgrowing your family, your culture, or the deeply ingrained expectations your ancestors had for you. This fear can manifest as a subtle guilt for pursuing paths they never dared to dream, a profound, almost genetic loyalty to old patterns of struggle or limitation, even when those patterns actively dim your light and prevent your true flourishing. It's the sensation of being a majestic cosmic tree, its roots designed to tap into cosmic waters, and its branches meant to reach for distant stars, trying to grow in a tiny, confined pot, its roots constantly hitting the invisible walls of inherited boundaries, its branches unable to fully reach for the light it instinctively craves. The soul remembers freedom, even if the mind has forgotten the path to get there, sending insistent whispers and yearnings that cannot be silenced. It's a divine homesickness for a truth you haven't yet consciously embraced. But here's what almost no one tells you, a profound revelation that can reframe your entire journey and liberate your perception of yourself. This friction you feel, this internal resistance, this sense of not quite fitting in, of being an eternal outsider, even in moments of apparent belonging, it is not failure. It is not a sign of your inadequacy or proof that you are somehow broken or deficient. Instead, it is pure, unadulterated resonance, the exquisite, powerful resonance of your higher intelligence refusing to adapt, refusing to compromise, refusing to conform to an outdated field, a lower vibrational reality that simply cannot contain your expansive truth. It is your soul's signal, a divine alarm bell ringing through your energetic anatomy, indicating that your inner frequency is misaligned with the external reality you are attempting to inhabit. Think of it like a perfectly tuned tuning fork, vibrating at a higher, purer frequency, unwilling to settle for the discordant hum of a lower, less refined note. The dissonance you feel is simply the clash of two distinct vibrational realities, one of which is far beyond the other. You are not here to patch yourself up, to apply temporary fixes or spiritual duct tape according to human blueprints that were never designed to hold your cosmic architecture, your intricate starlit design. You were never meant to fit neatly into the boxes of conventional healing, which often seek to integrate you back into the very system you are here to transcend. You're here for nothing less than a reinitialization, a complete system reboot, a quantum remembering of your limitless self, wholly untethered from all inherited distortion, from every program that ever told you less than the infinite truth of who you are. This isn't about repairing the vessel. It's about remembering you are the ocean, vast and boundless, and that the vessel was merely a temporary earthly vehicle, now ready to be shed as you reclaim your true, fluid nature. You are not meant to struggle within the confines of a smaller self. You are designed to burst forth, an exploding nova of consciousness, remembering your own light. Some transmissions don't come through words, but through frequency. If something stirred within you just now, a deep knowing, a spark of recognition, a familiar hum in your energetic field, you may be ready to receive the hidden Arcturian keys of awakening. This short yet powerful ebook carries ancient Arcturian techniques for conscious expansion, multidimensional alignment, and mission remembrance, designed to reactivate your latent galactic wisdom. The link is in the first pinned comment, but only for a limited time. This isn't just information, it's an energetic invitation, a direct frequency transmission intended to unlock what lies dormant within your very being. Let's illuminate the phases of this profound transformation, not as theoretical concepts to be intellectually pondered, but as living, breathing activations that will ripple through your entire being. So you don't just hear these words, you become the new timeline they activate, becoming a living, breathing embodiment of the liberated self you are meant to be. Each phase is a step further into your authentic power, a deeper remembrance of your true cosmic origins and purpose, aligning you with the destiny you were always meant to fulfill. Phase 1. Dissolving the inherited matrix. For countless lifetimes, most awakened souls have been unconsciously running on an energetic architecture that fundamentally predates this current incarnation. Imagine these as vast, intricate yet tangled root systems, deeply embedded ancestral patterns that stretch back through generations, outdated vows whispered in forgotten timelines, and interdimensional residue from other experiences, all coalescing to hold your perceived identity rigidly in place, dictating the boundaries of your existence and subtly influencing your every choice. These aren't just psychological constructs or abstract ideas. They are energetic structures, invisible frameworks that govern your beliefs, your emotional responses, and ultimately, your capacity for joy or struggle, for expansion or contraction. The first phase of this reinitialization is a radical, unapologetic honesty, seeing these programs for exactly what they are, acknowledging their presence without judgment or self-blame, but with clear and compassionate discernment. You must understand that these belong to the old matrix, the outdated operating system of a lesser reality, not to your soul's unique and pristine signature, which remains untainted. They are echoes, not origins, reflections, not the true source. Through dedicated, deep presence, a sustained, unwavering awareness of your inner landscape that allows you to observe these patterns without becoming entangled in them, and conscious intention to release them, this dense, energetic undergrowth can be revealed with compassion and then gently, lovingly unraveled, like untangling a complex knot of threads that have bound you unknowingly. As these false structures dissolve, they open vast, sacred space within your being for your true, sovereign coding, the original, uncorrupted blueprint of your higher self, to finally emerge, pure and unhindered, ready to guide you home. This is not a battle against these old patterns. It is a gentle excavation, a peeling back of layers to reveal the radiant jewel of your authentic self beneath, shining with an ancient, undeniable light. Phase 2. Galactic reinitialization. This phase marks a profound departure from traditional paradigms of healing, which often focus on mending fragments of the self within an existing, flawed framework. It is not about patching what is broken within the old structure, but rather a complete reboot from cosmic zero point, a divine reset that wipes the slate clean. It's an energetic reset, a fundamental recalibration that transcends the need for piecemeal repair, recognizing that true healing comes from returning to original, pristine data. Here, you consciously invoke your multidimensional self, that eternal, pristine aspect of you that has never been wounded, never forgotten its divine heritage, never been diminished by any earthly timeline or cosmic event. This is the part of you that holds the complete, unfragmented memory of your highest potential, your unblemished origin point. Through deliberate vibrational attunement, aligning your energetic field with the higher frequencies of your star family, through silent transmission, receiving light codes and wisdom directly from your Arcturian guides and other galactic benevolent beings, or through direct, clear guidance from within. You call in the full crystalline memory of your star lineage. This isn't just a mental exercise or a hopeful visualization. It's a deep cellular and energetic activation, allowing this pristine, pure light to overwrite the obsolete templates that are still embedded in your system, like upgrading archaic software with cutting-edge, highly advanced programming from a higher dimension. You don't engage in battle with the old patterns. You don't fight the lingering distortions. Instead, you replace them entirely by introducing a frequency so potent and pure that the distortion simply cannot coexist. You become a conduit for presence so pure, so vibrant, so utterly coherent that distortion simply cannot hold its form in its field. It naturally dissipates, like shadows vanishing instantaneously in the presence of an intense, blinding light. Phase 3. Stellar Blueprint Embodiment. Your soul carries within it a living star map, an intricate cosmic blueprint, vast with untapped possibility and latent genius, a divine encoding awaiting its full activation. It's not a static document, a rigid set of instructions, but a dynamic, unfolding scroll of divine potential that evolves with your consciousness. In this pivotal phase, quantum remembrance ignites with breathtaking clarity. Your true mission, your unique galactic gifts, and the ancient wisdom you've accumulated across countless lifetimes begin to surface, not as vague impulses, but as undeniable truths. They don't appear as abstract concepts or intellectual ideas that need to be deciphered by the logical mind, but as a tangible, undeniable frequency you can distinctly feel pulsating in your heart, reverberating through your bones, and expanding through your entire energetic field, like a long-lost chord finally struck. It's a knowing that bypasses the mind and settles deep within your cellular memory, a profound recognition of self. You may begin to dream with extraordinary clarity, receiving vivid visions and profound messages from higher realms that guide your waking path with precision. You might sense new currents of profound intelligence flowing through you, insights and understandings that transcend earthly logic and open up entirely new paradigms of thought. You may also feel a harmonious, undeniable pull to new tribes, soul family whose frequencies resonate with your own awakened state, creating instant deep connection to new geographical places that energetically align with your expanded vibration, or to new creative expressions and projects that perfectly match this truer, more authentic you, allowing your unique light to shine forth. This isn't about finding your purpose, as if it were something external to be acquired. It's about becoming the living embodiment of your purpose, a luminous beacon for others to remember their own, simply by your existence. Phase 4. Anchoring divine alignment. To truly embody the boundless, to live from the infinite expanse of your cosmic self, you must do more than simply access higher wisdom. You must consciously and consistently anchor that wisdom into your everyday, tangible reality. This is not about escaping or transcending your human experience, leaving the earthly behind for some ethereal plane of existence. On the contrary, it's a profound act of incarnation, a deliberate bringing of your galactic templates, your divine blueprint, into the mundane and sacred moments of daily life, breath by breath, choice by choice. It's about grounding the sublime, making the cosmic tangible, weaving starlight into your human form. Every relationship you engage in, every work of your hands, every word spoken, every thought you entertain, can now become a vessel for transmitting a higher harmonic, a purer frequency that elevates everything it touches, transforming the ordinary into the extraordinary. The misalignments of the past, the old patterns of discord and imbalance, naturally begin to transmute. This doesn't happen through arduous effort or constant struggle against them, but through the simple, powerful, and sustained act of being, through becoming a living, walking field of coherence, a harmonious vibrational beacon. When your inner state is aligned with your highest truth, when your core frequency resonates with your divine blueprint, the lower frequencies simply cannot maintain their integrity within your field. They dissolve and transmute effortlessly, like a ripple of pure light smoothing out a turbulent pond, erasing all traces of agitation with its inherent peace. You become an energetic alchemist, transmuting density into light simply by your presence. Phase 5. Synchronizing with the boundless field. As you consciously move through these phases, allowing the activations to integrate and transform your being, a miraculous shift occurs. Old limitations that once felt like impenetrable walls begin to dissolve into transparency, revealing the illusion of their solidity. They no longer hold the same power or perceived reality over you, for you have seen through their construct. Your personal timeline, once seen as a linear, fixed path laid out by fate or karma, begins to blend back into the vast, multidimensional field of infinite possibility, where all potentials exist simultaneously. The illusion of separation between past, present, and future softens, allowing a more fluid and co-creative experience of reality, where you can consciously draw from future potentials and transmute past imprints with present awareness. In this state of profound synchronization, the ancient alchemical truth reveals itself with stunning clarity. What you truly imagine with focused intent, you become. What you deeply intend from your heart space, resonant with your highest truth, you summon into existence with effortless grace. Life no longer unfolds as a rigid script set by karmic predispositions or inherited patterns, but as a spontaneous, breathtaking symphony co-created in real time with your higher intelligence, your cosmic guides, and the very fabric of the universe itself, of which you are an integral, conscious part. Boundlessness in this context is not an abandonment of your individual self or your unique identity. It is, in fact, the glorious union of all yourselves, earthly and cosmic, past, present, and future, revealed as one integrated, holographic, and infinitely powerful being. You become the conductor of your own divine orchestra, playing the score of your soul's highest destiny with masterful grace and creative freedom, aware that the melody is both ancient and eternally new. Phase 6. Radiating the galactic signature. Having integrated these profound transformations, a monumental shift in your external experience naturally takes place. You are no longer seeking a place to belong, no longer searching for external validation or a niche to fit into, for you have realized the futility of such a quest. You fundamentally realize, with every fiber of your being, that you are the place. Your very essence becomes a sanctuary, a haven of authenticity and sovereign power, a vibrational anchor for the new earth. The more authentically you live from your cosmic center, allowing your true frequency to emanate without inhibition, without fear of judgment, the more you effortlessly activate remembrance in others. Your energetic field itself becomes a powerful activator. Without uttering a single word, your very presence carries the palpable transmission of freedom, of expansive potential, and of uncontained possibility, awakening dormant codes within those who come into contact with your field. It's a silent yet potent code that awakens dormant seeds within those who come into contact with you, stirring their own internal knowing. Where you go, old grids of limitation, fear, and illusion begin to loosen their grip on the collective consciousness, like ancient chains dissolving under the force of a new, irresistible current of light. Others, without fully understanding why, begin to wake up, to question their own limitations, to feel a stirring of something vast within themselves, simply by being near what you have become, a living, breathing embodiment of liberated truth. You become a walking portal, a silent catalyst for a new earth, not by teaching, but by being, by radiating the undeniable truth of your expanded galactic signature. Phase 7. Living beyond cycles. Finally, having traversed these profound phases of reinitialization and embodiment, having integrated these cosmic truths into your very being, you step irrevocably out of the looping cycles that once governed human existence, the cycles of birth and loss, of endless expectation, and the draining sense of have to, of karmic debt and ancestral repetition. You transcend the repetitive dramas of karma and ancestral patterns, not by fighting them, not by consciously struggling against their pull, but by outgrowing their very energetic framework, rendering them irrelevant to your elevated frequency. You become simultaneously the dreamer and the dreamed, the creator and the creation, living from an expanded awareness that holds all timelines within its understanding, but is bound to none. This is the ultimate freedom, the true liberation of the soul. Here, fulfillment is not a future point on the horizon, an elusive goal to be relentlessly pursued through endless striving. It is the inherent, unshakable condition of your very essence, a state of being that is complete and whole in every moment, a constant wellspring of inner peace and joy. You have not just healed inherited limitations, you have outgrown every single one of them, rendering them obsolete by the sheer power of your awakened self and the expanded reality you now inhabit. What remains is only pure, unadulterated truth, only brilliant, unyielding radiance, only the endless, joyous return to your own unbounded, infinite energy, a cycle of self-love and self-creation that knows no end. For you have become the master of your own destiny, forever creating from a space of pure, unconstrained light. You are the universe expressing itself, unfettered and free, dancing in the boundless expanse of your own being. Here is your ultimate remembrance, etched into the deepest wisdom of your soul, the pain you inherited, the patterns you endlessly repeated, the limitations that once felt like unbreakable chains. These were never, ever, your true origin point. They were borrowed narratives, temporary energetic overlays, like dust collecting on a magnificent diamond, obscuring its inherent brilliance, but never diminishing its core value. You were sent here not to mend what was broken in the old matrix, not to endlessly repair the illusions of separation and struggle, but to become a living, breathing channel of what had never truly been seen on Earth before, a direct conduit for pure galactic light and unconditional love, radiating a frequency that transcends all earthly confines. The periods of disconnection, the moments of profound delay, the times you felt lost or alone were not punishments from a vengeful universe, nor signs of your failing. They were sacred gates, precisely time-locked for the exact moment your galactic memory could activate with perfect precision, ready to be unveiled when the conditions were ripe for your deepest awakening, aligning with the cosmic clock. Each perceived setback was merely a necessary precursor to this grand activation, a calibration for the immense light you are now ready to hold. You have not failed by lingering in the shadows of doubt, by questioning your path, or by feeling utterly lost in the vastness of the journey. In fact, these very experiences were crucial, essential components of your soul's intricate plan. The very part of you that always yearned for more, that felt an insatiable hunger for a truth beyond what was offered by the conventional world, was your future self, your highest aspect, whispering across the vast expanses of time and space, guiding you through the thinning walls of illusion, and urging you towards this profound moment of recognition. Each moment you couldn't quite fit into the societal molds, each relationship that felt too constricting, each cycle you desperately tried but couldn't heal within the old paradigm. These were not flaws in your design, but rather divine coordinates, precisely placed markers on your soul's journey, leading you inexorably back to the vibrant, boundless core of your infinite self. This is the self that carries only pure truth, only unyielding freedom, only limitless possibility, waiting for you to fully step into its magnificence and reclaim your cosmic birthright, embodying the stellar being you were always destined to be. Tonight, before sleep, say this aloud, feeling the vibration resonate through every cell of your being. I remember who I am. I release every inherited pattern. I activate my galactic signature. I expand into my boundless reality now. Before you scroll, take a moment to be part of what's forming here. Drop one intention in the comments, something real, then respond to someone else's with encouragement or energy. This isn't content, it's collective alignment. Energy multiplies when intention connects. If something in this message resonated, don't keep it to yourself. Someone in your orbit is waiting for this exact activation. Share it. And if you felt a soul nudge, subscribe. Stay in the flow. You're not just watching, you're expanding. This is your space, and we're just getting started.